vivid memory of my childhood was the tea dance, which was quite popular until the early 1960s. And I used to be taken to tea dances at a place called the Sun Castle in Skegness. The reason I was in Skegness was that I'd failed the 11 plus and I was packed off to live with Auntie Irene, whose husband had also been packed off some time beforehand, back to South Africa. So I lived with her in Chapel St Leonard's, a little place outside Skegness on the windswept coast of Lincolnshire. And sometimes she would come to the school at 3:45 to pick me up, and we'd traipse off down Lumley Road onto the seafront, and there we'd go to the Sun Castle, which was this crenellated sort of cardboard looking structure which had a dance room, dance hall, and round it some tables and things, and that's where you had the tea dance. And as we walked in, she would say, let's sit over there. We'd sit down, I in my short trousers, I was about 12 at the time, and then I was dispatched to the band, which is a 5-piece band usually, with a woman conductor, I remember that, and asked for a special request, and her special request was always the same. It was the theme from The Third Man, and it's called the Harry Lime theme. The Third Man was the famous film that was made by, in 1949 it was came out. Anyway, so the band then struck up The Third Man, Harry Lime theme, and I had to take the floor with her, and she would say, I'll lead, I'll be the man, and you follow me. And it was a tricky one to dance to, not that I could dance either, but it combined, we had to switch from the foxtrot to the quick step and back again. Or maybe it's the other way around, I can't remember. But here we are in the Sun Castle in Skegness in 1956. Come on, Vaughan. Put your feet up. That's it. I'm leading. And now the quick step. That's it. Thank you, Auntie Irene, for the dance. Thank you. And we walked back to our seats, and sure enough, Lothario is making his way over to our table, and he'll introduce himself. He says, I'm Larry from Leicester. Will you have the next one with me? And Irene says, well, I'll have a bit of a rest. Well, let me get you a cup of tea then, and another cake. What about the lad? What will he like? Your lad? He's not my lad, he's my daughter's, my sister's. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, well, what will he have? He'll have a glass of water. So off goes Larry, the Lothario, and he says, and he turns around and he shouts, I'll have that again with that song. I like it, don't you? Irene nods. And we can dance it properly then. No offence to you, lad. Comes back to me. No offence to you. You know, you'll have your lasses in time, won't you? You know, where you're all over your sends. He walks on to the bandstand to order the song again, and Irene turns to me and she says, don't you think he's a bit common? I shrug. I don't like his grey shoes, did you? I didn't notice them. And that typing, it sounded common as well, didn't it? Ever so common. Anyway, you know, beggars can't be choosers. Irene was a very old age. She suffered very badly from Alzheimer's, and when I went to see her in the care home for Alzheimer's, it would bring a smile to her face when I hummed that tune in her ear, the Harry Lime theme from The Third Man.